when we are showing who we truly are, because that would be the most painful thing. Fuck. Have you ever felt that feeling where you really wanted to say something, but then something inside of you was telling you that you shouldn't do it? You either felt weird, maybe awkward, embarrassed, something like that. And so you just decided, fuck it. It's not that important. And then you didn't bother saying it. And it really doesn't matter what it is. I'm talking about the situation where, let's say you want to tell someone that you have a crush on them, or someone does something really nice for you and you just feel like you want to show appreciation to them. But then for some reason, you get that feeling that makes you feel weird and you don't want to say it. And sometimes it's like this force inside of us. It stops us from talking and acting the way that we truly want to act from time to time. But why? What is causing that? Why are we afraid to talk about things that we truly care about or say things that we know need to be said? Well, it turns out it's because of your ego. And it's not the cocky, arrogant ego that most people speak about. It's the ego that we use as our metaphorical set of armor. It's the thing that we have created within us to try to protect ourselves. It's that feeling that everybody has experienced at some point or another where you feel inadequate and you're afraid to be yourself because you're afraid of looking stupid or being laughed at. It is the single biggest reason that most people won't sing, dance, or sometimes even speak in front of other people. And even though our ego is something that we've created to protect us, I want to show you how limiting it can be if you're not paying attention to it. You see, when we act with our ego first, we're never going to truly talk about the things that we're passionate about or the things that we are truly excited about, because what if we brought up those things and then we got laughed at? Or what if you tried to share your point of view during a presentation and everybody disagreed with you? Instead, we just keep our mouths shut and we stay quiet, because really, is there a fucking difference? If you live your whole entire life hidden behind your ego, nobody's ever going to know who you are or what you're about or what things you're really into. They're only going to know you for what you allow them to see. And one of the most crippling aspects of our ego is our need to be right. And in some cases, a pity fucking argument could literally go on for years. And it's like just a little bit of communication and some empathy for that other person's point of view could have the problem more than likely solved within a few hours. Now, let me ask you something. Who are the people in your life that you admire the most? The people that you have respect for and that you look up to. For most people, it's those that are brave and charismatic enough to show who they really are. Those that are not hiding behind their ego and afraid of being made fun of for speaking their mind or sharing their point of view. And when people are real like that, they're real, they're raw, they're authentic, we can feel that, we can tell, and we are drawn to that. Now, that's not to say that everybody's going to agree with you when you start speaking your mind and sharing who you truly are. There are some people that are going to disagree with you. But what I'm saying is those who are like you will like you. Now, how can we start to get rid of or fix this issue that we have with our ego? Well, the first thing we really need to understand is that in these situations, our ego is just us acting out of fear. It is trying to protect us from looking stupid, being made fun of, whatever the case. And what we need to do is notice when we're acting out of fear. The moment that you notice yourself acting out of fear, do it anyways. Let's say, for example, you're out to dinner and your waitress does a phenomenal job. Most people, instead of telling the waitress how they truly felt, they would just go on about their night and they'd say, I'm sure she knows that she did a good job. No, go out of your way to tell her that she did a great job. If you have somebody in your life that means a lot to you, don't be afraid to share your feelings with that person. Tell that person how much they mean to you. Instead of being so self-conscious and always worried about how you're going to come off, most of the time you're going to make that person's day. They're going to really appreciate the fact that you told them how much you love and appreciate and care for them. If somebody buys you lunch or buys you dinner, don't be afraid to show the appreciation that they deserve. Say, thank you, I appreciate it so much. You have no idea what that means to me. And I can tell you right now, even though it seems like a few words aren't going to make much of a difference, it will make a difference to them. And by committing to these changes day by day and making these small little tweaks, what you're going to do is you're going to start to build the habit of acting more like you and less of acting the way your ego tells you to. And it's really hard to explain with words, but the way that you start to feel when you start acting this way, this authentic, raw, real you, the benefits are just priceless. There are so many fucking people and companies out there that are just copying the next person, that are just trying to act like everybody else. there is just no reason for you to do it too. There's a great quote by Les Brown. It says, "All people are born unique, but most people die as copies." And it's true. It is the people who are genuine, real, and have the humility to act like themselves that are going to find the most happiness in life. And it's just the way it is. The quicker that is understood, the better off you're going to be. That's going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, please consider liking or sharing, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.